Hey everyone, and welcome to another one of our videos. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the mirror glass on a 2011 F-150 Raptor. This is going to be pretty much the same process for all, I believe, 04 to about 14 F-150s, with a little bit of variation depending on whether or not you have just standard glass with no features, whether or not you have heated glass, whether or not you have auto-dimming glass. In my case, it's all of those. So I have the heated element in there, the auto-dimming element as well. And the reason I'm replacing this is because my driver's side mirror is cracked. And of course, being an auto-dimming mirror and being cracked in the auto-dimming portion, it's kind of bleeding and the mirror is going all crazy and everything. Not in terms of movement, but just in terms of what it looks like, and it's not good. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it, go out to the truck, and show you what we're going to do. But I just wanted to go over kind of what we're going to do first in here, because you have a little bit of a better view of the back of the mirror. So basically this thing's held on by 8 tabs, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here on the outsides of kind of these locating areas right here. And then we also have our springs, anti-vibration springs right here. And in the case of this mirror, and what I haven't seen in any of the online videos that I've watched, is we have a couple different connections. I'm not sure if we only have one connection and everything is routed through, and this is just connecting from one portion of the mirror to another, or if we've got to make actually 2 connections here, but we'll find out once I pull the old mirror off. So I'm going to show you the process of how to replace what I think is the most fully featured one of these on any of that generation F-150. We'll go from there. Alrighty, so we have the driver's side mirror here. You can see what I was talking about. It's all split up and down here, a little impact point there, and you can see where it's starting to bleed the kind of fluid that's in auto-dimming mirrors out and around the crack and everything. So in order to get this off, I'm going to try to do the best I can. And unfortunately, it looks like I'm not going to be able to show you on video, at least not fully. But what we're going to do is find the little tabs on the back side of the mirror and pry on those. Now it looks like I've got a straight plastic pry tool. Looks like I may not be able to get them with that. Looks like a 90-degree pick or something is going to be a better tool. So I'm going to loop back here, go grab one of those, and see where we get. All right, so I have the old mirror pried free. That was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. And glass broke everywhere too, which is awesome. But it's free now, and we have 2 areas of connection. We have one right here with just some spade prong style connectors. We have, in my case, a green wire with a purple stripe on the inside portion of it, and then a black wire on the outside. And then we have a connector right there, and those are the only connections. So these guys should just pull off, although it looks like they might be more stubborn than that. So I may do those off camera. And then this connector right here should just disconnect. Looks like it comes loose and then tabs on either side to disconnect it. I've got fluid from the auto-dimming mirror all over my hands, and I've got to change my gloves and because they're starting to rip and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera in terms of the disconnections. But the best way to get the mirror free, at least as far as I found, no tools, just get your fingers back there and pry on these tabs. I started up in this corner, moved around here, moved down here, and moved to finally down here, and I was able to get it free. So, gonna go ahead and unplug stuff and come back and let you know how things came apart, and then I'll show you how to put it all back together. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys how to unplug it. I was able to get a helping hand here, so I'm able to kind of show you now. So I have one of these wires disconnected. This one I'll show you how to pull out, and then this one as well. So the connector for the plastic one right here that sits right here, you can just slide it out of the little snap-in housing that holds it in place, and basically you just pull these guys apart. It takes a little bit of wiggling back and forth and everything, but that just comes off easily. These ones are a little bit tougher. I kind of poked at it with a pick for a minute and everything. The way I was able to get it off is I just got a plastic pry tool underneath the other one. Hopefully it works for this one. And pried it off. So that mirror is completely free now. It can go away. And before I put the new one in, I'm going to go ahead and clean the cavity back here. Check to see if I've got any points that I can lubricate. And once I'm done with that, I will come back and show you guys how to pop on a new mirror. Alright, so I have everything cleaned. I applied some Krytox grease in here in the kind of pivot ball area, as well as to the screws that adjust the mirror itself. So we should be ready to go to reinstall the new glass. So, in order to reinstall, I have the new glass here. All we need to do is plug in our connections, which are right here, as well as up here. And if you remember from earlier, green wire, purple stripe goes on the inside, and black wire goes on the outside. So those guys are on. That guy's connected. And the only other thing that we really need to be cognizant of is, as we put this back in, these metal tabs right here need to go inside those areas right there on the mirror. So we're going to go ahead and put all that back in and press on the center of the mirror. And that should be totally installed. I'm going to go ahead and move the mirror around, double check everything. But that should be that. I think it is simple as that. So, new mirror, installed, functions perfectly. With that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.